Welcome back to episode 16 of Lovercraft Survival, and as you can see, I am at our dockside village, and today we are going to get constructing some of the buildings in the village, finally, after we have done all the prep work the last couple episodes. So, the first thing I want to do is get these fountains worked out, because they are right what you see when you come up the stairs. And then, off camera, I built up this little mound because we are working with a pretty small space here, so it's important to keep going up because that adds more depth to the build and it makes it look a lot bigger than it is. So we have this big platform up here. This is going to be where our main house goes in the village. So I'm not entirely sure how it's going to look yet, but we want to kind of fill up this space, and we're going to be using dark oak because we have a ton of it from chopping down the forest that used to be here. So first things first, we have the two fountains here. We are going to want to replace all the dirt under here with stone bricks. And we are done with that. It already looks 10 times better than what the dirt did. That is crazy. Now it looks like an actual fountain. Now we need to put a structure in the middle, which is going to be difficult because, like I said, it's on an even. We wish this was on an odd, and I almost redid the whole thing just to get it so it was, but we'll work with it. It's more of a challenge. Okay, so I am finally finished with the two fountains, and you might be like, Isaac, those are not fountains. Well, you would be correct. I just spent over an hour, that's not even a joke, trying to get fountains that would look halfway decent with the theme we have here, and I just was not happy with them. I had one that was close, but ultimately I just said, no, that's not good enough. So I tore down the fountains, and I thought about it for a little bit, and I went with these little pergolas here where you can sit on the benches and enjoy the view, and I think I like it even more than the fountains because they actually have a use. You can go up and sit on them. And then before I finished it, I was like, you know what? We could connect it in the middle here. So I think what we're going to do is go ahead and put that little connection in all the way across this roof and see what it gives us. Oh my gosh, this village is infested with creepers. I have killed like 100 of them as I've been building. I am just on a rampage right now. Oh, this dark oak biome is horrible for monsters. They spawn all day long. I cannot stand these things. Woo! Almost blew up on me. Wrecked? Wrecked. Okay, so now that we got the creepers taken care of, this is what we got, and actually I am really happy with it because look what happens when you come up the stairs. You're hit by this archway, and then there's another archway that kind of blocks the view of everything, and that is key because we don't want them to be able to see everything right away because, again, it's not a huge area, and this helps to add depth to the build. And imagine when we have our big cabin right there. This is really coming along. I'm actually really happy with this build style. I've never used these blocks together, and I am really feeling it. So now that we have the archway done and the two pergolas, we are going to go about detailing out these two walkways on either side of the walls. I think we're just going to use some flower pots and benches because this is kind of an area where the village is going to hang out and enjoy the view, watch the ships come in and out of the harbor. So this is going to be the perfect spot to just decorate and spruce it up a little. So guys, we're going to use /shop to go to building blocks, and once we're in building blocks, we're just going to buy a bunch of grass because I don't have a silk touch right now. I lost my pickaxe. I don't know where it went. So here's some grass, and we'll go along at each one of these pillars. We'll put a grass block and then surround it in trap doors. I think I have trap doors. Yep, right here. So we'll trap door them up. Oh gosh, come on, Isaac. You've played Minecraft before. And we'll put a flower at each one. Also, as I'm doing this, I just realized I never finished the rest of this wall, so that'll be another day's project. We'll just ignore it for now. Pretend that it's there. What do you know, guys? It is raining again. I feel like it rains in every single episode. This must be the most rainy biome in the entire game. But there's actually a swamp biome over there. You can't see it. It's not rendered in. But I went and got a bunch of these blue flowers because they are going to be the perfect color for the dark oak, I think. So this is very satisfying, just placing down the flowers as I mess up a trapdoor. Oh, I forgot one here. But yeah, I'm going to carry this all the way down and I'll show you what it looks like. And we are done. Look at that little pop of color. Let's go look at it from below, actually, because the blue up here is just popping out through all that stone. Oh, yeah, look at that. It just goes all the way along there. I like that. I almost would have went red now, but I like this flower. It's probably my favorite flower in the game, so we're sticking with it. So now that we have all the flower pots in place, we just have to go along and put a stair in between each one right there, and it's going to act like a little seat so everybody can have their own seat as they're looking out. We're going to have unlimited seating. That's my #1 pet peeve in real life. There is never enough seats in modern day, like cities and stuff. And guys, we are done detailing out underneath our little, I don't even know what to call this. It's like a wall, but it's very inviting. So I wouldn't even want to call it a wall. It's not very defensive. I mean, we just sit here and enjoy the rain. Can't get us wet underneath here. It is just so cozy now. It does look kind of weird when you just look all the way down there, but I'm more interested in this view, and from right here it looks really good. So like I said, up here is going to be the main building of this civilization, but unfortunately today we are not going to get to it. That is going to be next episode's project, which is going to be the giant, I'm thinking it's going to be like a lodge or like a Viking style building, but we will see. It just depends on what I'm feeling to that day. I mean, these were supposed to be fountains and now we have a whole nother archway in here. So I mean, gosh, who knows what that is going to turn into. Okay, everybody, I am back at my base now. You can see the giant area we are working on. That looks so sweet, to be honest. Remember when this was just a fishing dock? I think I still got boats in here, yeah. So we literally started out with this little base, and we have an empire now. But the reason I came back over to our original base is because Zach left us some mail, and we have to read all this. I mean, man, he gives you a lot of mail. This is a lot to read. I'm not in school right now. This is kind of crazy. Okay, so here is the mail. The first book is just telling us that he is shutting down our honey store, but I was a genius. Before he shut it down, I took all our stuff out of there, so he really didn't get anything, and we have it all in storage. But the other book is called Lovertube, and it is talking about a new high-speed, he calls it hyperspeed rail. So let's go check this out and see if it's going to put our rail system out of business. Okay, so I believe this trap door is the entrance to the new hyperspeed rail, as he calls it. I think he got this from a TikTok hack, by the way, which is unfair. Okay, yeah, so here it is. Here is a boat. Let's give this a test. Now, apparently it is free to use, but if we want to upgrade it, like how it looks, we have to pay him. But man, is it pricey. Oh my gosh, look how fast this is. Guys, I can't even lie. Oh, see, that's kind of annoying. That's sloppy, though. How are you supposed to turn? Is this taking us right to his base? Because if so, that was 10 times faster than my rail system. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is his base. We literally just got here in 3 seconds. That rail system right there would have taken us at least 3 or 4 times as long. We are in trouble, everybody. The Isaac rail system is under attack. What do we do? Now, my idea, I see this new boat ice system, but you know what? I saw this thing on TikTok where you hold a trident with Riptide and you make little like water things in the sky and you fly to water thing, like water thing to water thing. So I think we'd make one of those and put his high-speed rail business out of business. I mean, we cannot have somebody taking over the transportation industry. We own that. We pioneered it. I mean, he cannot come in here and take all of our business. This is cause for serious concern. Now, enough business for the day. I am just going to enjoy a walk along our amazing looking river. Gosh, every time I come along this thing, it is just so beautiful. And look at the bees. They're constantly making honey. And speaking of the bees, we need to go visit the bees because we have not visited them in a long time. Okay, so I went and got some flowers, and this is actually my last batch of flowers, so we're going to have to go visit the flower forest again eventually because I don't have anything else to breed these things, but let us breed the bees. Oh, I love doing this. This is probably my favorite part of this whole bee farm. We got to get them all wrangled up first, though. Come here, everybody. Oh, look at this one. He's being stubborn, but right when he sees this flower, he's going to come. Even that one, look at him. He's way off in the distance. Okay, this is plenty, though. Let us get to breeding. Oh my gosh, the best part. I need to do this more often, everybody. I've been holding off because I was running out of flowers, but I mean, gosh, every time we breed them, we get like 1,000 more. There you go, buddies. Oh, plenty more over here. Welcome to the party, guys. Get your flowers while they're hot. Oh, I see you. Yep. And there's one over here. And 2 more right here. You guys will make a fine baby bee. And I won't forget about you. You're just sitting over here in the forest. You want a flower. Yes, you do. Okay, and there the bee breeding is complete. We might as well harvest the honey while we're here because they all look about full. Okay, I have some glass bottles stored here for harvesting purposes, and we will just go along here and get every single one that has honey in it. Oh my gosh, I love the bottle noise. That's almost better than when you shear them. The honey noise is like they spared no expenses making amazing noises for the honey blocks. Okay, this one. some reason the fire isn't underneath it, and last time I did this, all the bees got angry. So we need to fix that in the future, but for now, we're just going to skip harvesting it because they would have all killed me. Alrighty, and that is the harvest complete. Let's see what we got. Oh my, just look at all the honey we are producing, everybody. You know, I talked about selling this in the last episode, and I do have potential buyers for this, but I mean, do we really want to get rid of our only source of honey? Oh man, let's turn this into blocks actually. We can get 8 blocks out of that. And there we go, 8 blocks. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start stacking our blocks like they're diamonds, because I mean, they are as hard to get as diamonds, to be honest with you. They're even harder. Oh, you can make sugar out of honey? Wait a minute, I didn't know that. Look at that. So you can literally make like anything with honey. This stuff is versatile. I'm sitting on a honey throne right now. Oh my gosh, this feels good. It feels right, you know. I like the parrots, and I would even say I like the parrots even more, but there is something about the charm of these bees, and they actually do something, unlike the parrots. I wish the parrots had a feature too. You should be able to get something off of them. They're kind of useless, but I do like them because they dance. We do have a daily key too, so let's go to spawn and get nothing like we always do. Alrighty, we are back at our original base to harvest a couple carrots so we can go breed the horses. We did get some new horses last episode because somebody stole ours, but you know what? We are going to make do, and we are going to make some amazing new carrots. Wait, did I just say new carrots? New horses. Although, can we make new carrots? I kind of want to do that now. Well, guys, I came to breed my horses because we got the white one last episode. It's gone. Somebody stole our horse again. I don't know what to do anymore. That's 3 horses we've had stolen out of our barn. I literally, what do? We need to start breeding them quicker, I guess, because they are disappearing. Somebody in the comments needs to figure out who is taking my horses, because this is getting ridiculous. Oh, I'll give you a carrot again. You deserve it. Oh, you took 2 of them. You must be hungry. Unfortunately, everybody, that is all I have time for today. Somebody in the comments find out who stole my horses. We need to get revenge.